Medical assistance needed. Agent in need of backup.
The Pestilence is one of my favorite guns in the Division 2. And I wanted to showcase my new best Pesty build because we have had some changes to gear. A lot of brand sets and gear sets have been buffed, and so I have updated the Pestilence build to suit. The Lengmo 3-piece used to have 15% LMG damage, making it not really worthwhile speccing into. But now, since the latest patch, the Lengmo 3-piece has doubled. It is now 30% LMG damage. This is great for the Pestilence because the ticks scale off of base weapon damage, damaged armor, targets out of cover, things like that. So I absolutely recommend giving the setup a try if you guys love the Pestilence. And the 3-piece Lengmo takes this to a top tier level. So the 3-piece is not just about damage. We get skill health, which can help us a little bit, with explosive resistance, which is always good for the explosions in a mission, especially like a legendary mission. This setup will allow you to solo any content in the game. Legendary Summit, Heroic, Open World, Legendary Missions, whatever. It is an incredibly powerful setup. There are many ways to tweak it. I will give you guys some ideas, but I recommend going for what I have gone for here. So with this setup, it's going to be quite tricky to make because the pieces are not going to be easy to obtain. So the Pestilence is going to be the main piece of this build. Now, the Pestilence is definitely not the best LMG in the current patch. A lot of other LMGs will probably do a bit more damage, burst damage, but the Pestilence has its own unique talent, which allows us to do damage over time without actually shooting, which is unbelievably strong, especially when you pair it with armor on kill, which I have done with this build. You guys know how this gun works by now. You absolutely destroy the enemies with the gun, dish out damage, because you also want to do initial damage with your shots, not just with the ticks, because most of your damage will come from you actually shooting the gun. So it's completely up to you though. It depends how you play. With this build, you can kind of play either way. We dish out decent damage shooting and with the ticks. With this setup, we are just short of 1,000,000 damage a tick, which is crazy considering we have got 4 blues on this build, which is actually quite good. So gunner specialization is what I've gone for the extra RPM reload speed, because reload speed is very important with an LMG build. So I think this is going to be great, not just for reload speed and RPM, but for armor on kill, which gives us a total on the setup. Obviously, it's not min-max to just over 144,000, which is good. Now, it's up to you. You can use one-piece bonuses that give you more, or one piece of the new Palisade, which gives you more armor on kill. That is completely up to you. But with this setup, I wanted to try and make sure we have got some weapon handling, which is accuracy, stability, reload speed, and swap speed. All of this is important in a build like this. So you can have as many blues as you want. You can go for way more damage than this. I reckon if we can expertise this LMG, we can get the damage per tick over 1.5 million, which is exceptional considering how many blues we have here. But it's up to you if you wanted to spec into all reds. Now, when you re-roll the Pestilence, I didn't actually do that. I feel like damage to armor suits this build because I have stacked it with the gloves. You don't have to have that. Crit chance could even work. It doesn't matter. It is a bit tricky to get crit chance on this build. So if you wanted to not have extra weapon handling or not use the chest piece that I've gone for here, probably I would recommend using Cheska. That is on you with like glass cannon if you're going to go all reds, or if you want to stick to having some blues like obliterate, some other talents. It's really on you, but I wanted to make use of this named chest piece, which works perfectly with this build. Give it a try. Honestly, it's great. So I've gone for 4 blues, and the combination I've gone for is the 3-piece Lengmo for that beautiful LMG damage. The explosive resistance does work as well. Now, I did try Sawyer's knee pads with this, but I felt I was moving too much and I didn't get the most out of them. The 3-piece Lengmo can be placed wherever you want to, but the gloves, the chest, and the holster need to be in this position if you are going to be making the build how I've made it here. So that's why you're going to have to find the right pieces, and good luck trying to find all red ones. It's going to be quite tricky. Go farm countdown, eventually you can obtain them. I've gone for the backbone backpack, which is very high amount of weapon damage. Now you can go for vigilance, that's just fine. If you're, for example, fighting like rogue agents, you're not going to be able to kill multiple enemies, then just switch to a vigilance bag with the same brand set. It's up to you. Perfectly unstoppable force. This gives us a huge amount of weapon damage because of the Pestilence ticks. If you just stack it on 1 or 2 enemies, you will find that this will completely just work on its own with the stack. So I think it works perfectly with the Pestilence. Give it a try. It works with the 3-piece bonus as well. Great backpack. It is quite strong with this setup. Then that's going to be part of the 3-piece. Then I'm going to be utilizing this vest named Petrov vest with perfect braced. While in cover, weapon handling is increased by 50%. That is a huge bonus. We can hit our shots easily. We can swap to our AR if we need it quicker, and we can reload a lot better. And I absolutely recommend giving this a try. Like I said before, if you don't want to use this, use a Cheska chest piece with glass cannon if you're going to go all red, or obliterate with some blues, or any other chest piece talent that you may think might help you in your current situation, whatever mission you're playing, or if you're playing in a team, that's up to you. But in a team as well, this is more a solo build. In a team, vigilance on the bag, that's how I would switch it up as well. So this is a great chest piece, and I absolutely recommend trying this. It's going to help you a lot. Then the gloves, which gives us the 2-piece Petrov, not just the chest piece, not just the LMG damage, but we get weapon handling, so we get a further 15%, taking us to 65%. I think there might be a bit more from the watch, but we'll double check that now. 65% weapon handling, some more damage to armor, and LMG damage to further the ticks, and our initial weapon damage for the LMG. Perfect. These gloves are going to be great on this build. Then the Picaro's holster. What more can I say? This is going to be good because we get a blue and we have got 15% weapon damage. Skill haste does help us with whatever skills you want to be using. This build is perfect if you want to sit back, relax, and absolutely just mow enemies down. Let the ticks take over. Let the backpack talent proc. Have easy shooting, quick reloads. And it's an S tier build in my opinion. It works unbelievably well. I am soloing legendary missions with this weapon on this build. It just works great. But I want to see how far we can actually take this build if you guys optimize it, because expertise does make the ticks a lot more and the initial damage for the Pestilence. So it is worth putting that on there. So I just love the survivability of this build. We can keep ourselves alive, generating armor, and just dishing out loads of damage across a mission or whatever PvE content you're playing in. So I've got the Defender Drone. Reviver Hive is good as well. Then the decoy, the skill health will also help this. It's up to you what skills you want to go for. Secondary is going to be the FAMAS with Optimist and the Orbit Pistol for more crit damage, gunner specialization. Then everything is going to be crit chance and crit damage. That is it. Simple end of. It is completely up to you. Then I have got some crit chance mods here. Just put crit chance and crit damage modifications. Then double check how much crit chance you have. Don't go less than 54%. So I got 55.5, but don't worry about this crit damage number. We haven't really stacked too much crit. It's more about the juicy weapon damage, headshot damage, damage to armor, things like that. And it absolutely melts. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are you going to try this build? Do you like the way it looks? Are you already playing with it? I'd love to see your opinions. Please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you very soon in the next one. Peace out.